What's up, everybody? It's Priyon Joni. So, as an electric guitarist, one of the things that I come across that I have trouble with is mobility with my guitar. So, I started considering a wireless guitar system. The thing is the longer you make the wire with a guitar cable, longer cable that you use, you tend to start running into some issues with like interference, noise through the wire. And sometimes it's easier to break the wire because you're tangling and wrapping it around places that just start to damage the wire. And sometimes that includes being in the same place you normally are. For me, it's behind the DJ booth, and the wire just getting coiled up and bunched up in one place because it's so long. So I considered getting a wireless guitar system. Now, I was consulting with my friend, DJ Core, and he's actually San Holo's touring manager. And I asked him, what does San Holo use for his wireless system? Because he does use a wireless system for his electric guitars. And he recommended to me a Shure system. The thing is, one of the issues that I have as well is that I travel a lot and I have to pack small. And these Shure systems are pretty big. In fact, I don't actually need to buy one if it was a full system, a full analog system, because I already have a Shure wireless system, receiver, with an instrument pack. The issue I have with this, and mind you, the antennas, this is older, the antennas aren't on it, but the issue I have with this is very heavy and very bulky to be taking with me to gigs, especially the ones I fly to, where space is very, very limited. So I wanted to look into something smaller. And in recent years, there was developments in what's called a digital wireless guitar system. And what they are these small little receivers and transmitters that just plug into one end to your guitar and the other end to the beginning of your effects pedal or straight to your amplifier. The most popular one that came out was the X-Vive U2. And 2 years ago, I actually purchased a pair of those. Now, while the idea of a small portable digital wireless system was really, really cool, and I saw a lot of awesome reviews on the U2, I came across some issues. The U2 runs on 2.4 gigahertz, which is the same band as Wi-Fi. Most Wi-Fi routers are on. And because of that, I was getting digital interference from Wi-Fi devices. So whenever I had the U2 anywhere near my computer or a Wi-Fi router, it would give me some issues. Now, it wasn't the case for other YouTubers that were doing reviews with it, where they were walking around their whole house to their backyard with the U2. But for me, I had to shut off every Wi-Fi device to get it to work. And I returned it, exchanged it, got a new one, and tried the new one out, and I still had the same issue. And while the U2 was an awesome device and it was only $150, it didn't work for me. In the environment that I work in, I always have a computer nearby. So it's going to be terrible if I get Wi-Fi interference with my wireless guitar system. So I put the idea of using a wireless guitar system, a digital wireless guitar system, aside for the moment. Now, fast forward a couple years later, I came across a video of somebody doing a review on the Amoon wireless guitar system. And there's a lot of these guitar systems now, these wireless ones that are plug-in like that are even cheaper than the U2, but they all run on the 2.4 gigahertz band. What's different about this one is that it runs on the 5.8 gigahertz band. Wi-Fi runs on 2.4 and 5.0, and this seems to be outside the known Wi-Fi frequencies. Now, I have two brand new ones here, but I've already been using a pair of these. And what's awesome about them is when I tested them out with all my devices around the house, all of them on, I got no interference. When I first bought them 2 months ago, they were around under $70 on Amazon. And after DJ Expo, I ended up giving the pair that I had away because a friend of mine wanted to take it back to his country, and shipping these from Amazon would be too expensive. So I just gave that pair away. When I looked up to buy new ones, these were $44 last week on Amazon. The last I checked yesterday, they were $54. So their price fluctuates, but they get relatively cheap, a lot less expensive than the X-Vive U2. So today we're gonna unbox a pair of these, and they're really, really simple. There's not much to them, and there's only 4 channels. So there's that foam. Here's the manual. Here's the dual charger, USB charger. And that's what's cool about these, is that they charge via USB. And there's 2 mini plugs on one end. Well, the USB-A is right there. And this is the receiver, just like the X-Vives. They rotate, and there's a rubber cupping here. And here's the transmitter, which goes to your guitar. Their construction's pretty identical. And the way they work is that all you have to do is turn receiver on, and it's gonna blink. And once you turn the transmitter on, it stops blinking, meaning they're paired. And you can go up to 4 channels with these. And the reason why I bought 2 pairs of these, number 1, they were really cheap. They're $44. And 2, I needed another pair in case I had more than one guitar. I don't want to be unplugging these little things because they are kind of light. They're not made out of wood, even though they kind of look like it. It's a plastic veneer that's wrapped around it. And they claimed to go up to 300 feet, though I never tested it that far. What I do know is, as far as walking around the DJ booth, being at a music festival and jumping down into the dance floor, and as far as going stage wide in a big stage, they never failed on me. I've actually tested these where I had the receiver downstairs in my studio, and I went into my living room, and between the studio and the living room, I had a Wi-Fi router. If I was gonna have any interference from my Wi-Fi, it should have happened then. I do have a dual router, which has both 2.4 and 5.0 gigahertz, but I had no interference. One of the advantages with these is that I don't get the same noisiness as I do when I use a super long cable. So that's completely eliminated. And the only thing that I would say is kind of a bummer with these is I wish they would work with active pickups. I don't have a guitar with active pickups. I do plan on buying a guitar with active pickups. So I hope they come out with a version of these that are more friendly to be used with active pickup guitars. And honestly, for how much they are and what they do, and the fact that I don't get any interference with Wi-Fi, these are greatly underrated. The systems that I was looking at were costing $1,000 to $2,000, you know, and they're this big. Just think about that. This Amoon guitar system for $44 can flawlessly do what I needed to do, that professionally they would recommend me to use one of these instead. Now, this technology is pretty new. We don't know everything that could go wrong yet with them, but that's why I have 2 pairs. And like I said, I've already used these at performances. I've used them inside the DJ booth. I've used them at CultureCon Music Festival. I've used them at the DJ Expo. So basically the transmitter just goes on your guitar jack output. And these look really nice when you have them on a Strat because they kind of sit, the way the jack is on there kind of sits and can show off the system. But the way I have this set up is I just kind of put it away so that when I put it down on a stand, it's away from hitting anything. And then the other end would just plug into my GT1. But that's all it is. It's small, it's lightweight, and as a guitarist, you don't even notice it's there. Like, what you'll notice is you don't have a wire there anymore, so you're not tangling or stepping on your wire. And one other thing I would recommend to Amoon if they're watching this is If you guys could just make it in a construction that's just a little bit, better than plastic. So, because I do tend to drop these. They never broke on me, but I'm fearful that one day they might. But yeah, this is the Amoon 5.8 gigahertz wireless guitar system. Make sure if you want to get these specific ones, you look for the one that is 5.8 gigahertz. I believe they have the ones that are 2.4 as well. But yeah, these are the ones that I highly recommend because they do not get any Wi-Fi interference. Anyways, guys, if you got any comments or questions about this wireless guitar system, be sure to leave them in the comment section below. Would love to hear your thoughts or learn anything new about this system or any other systems out there. In fact, if you guys have any recommendations as far as other guitar systems that don't use the common 2.4 gigahertz frequencies, please leave them below because the only ones I found out were these. And if you like this video, please click that like button. And if it's your first time here and you found this video useful, please hit the subscribe button and don't forget to click that little bell icon so you get a notification the next time I upload a video. All right, guys, it was fun. Take care.